Good morning again. Had a quick technical hitch with the camera, but that's the whole point of being prepared. So I'll wait for a few people to start joining in. It's now 10 o'clock. You one other. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. If you're with me, please just message. Hi there. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. So today's session, we'll just give it to about another minute for people to join in. I got started and then had a little camera issue. Always be prepared. Hello, Elizabeth. Always be prepared. And when I was young, I was in the Cubs and Scouts, and you always had to do dib, dub, dub, dub. Always be prepared. All right. Today, the session will be on understanding and managing anxiety. We've been running for a few weeks. Okay. All right. So my name's Mark Peters, and this session is brought to you through the Active Wellbeing Society with the support of Sports England. The aim is not to just, we'll do some meditation at the end, some relaxation at the end, but the aim is to understand anxiety and how to manage it, different tools, helpful ways of you learning, helpful ways of you understanding. And today we're coming from, let's call it my Birmingham beach hut. So what we decided to do, because we couldn't go on holiday to Cornwall at the moment, we decided to give the garden summer house a facelift, and we painted the outside. I think the tin said lagoon blue. So it's a sort of like a bright aqua blue. I'll post a picture afterwards. And inside, let's call it weathered white. Weathered white sounds a good idea. But what we've done, we've upcycled and repainted the summer house. Now it's Birmingham beach hut. And so we are, I suppose, cottage by sea. The theme I'm going to work with today is, excellent, hi, I'm in Birmingham too, but I'm in my Birmingham beach hut. So the theme today will be based on, VE Day is coming soon. VE Day is Friday the 8th of May, and so I'm going to go with the theme of keep calm and carry on. If you listen to Boris's speech this morning, it was all about what we've been doing, coming together, working hard, overcoming adversity. We're through the first stages of this. Yes, I agree with the press aren't presenting it in such a great way that all their questions are pointing towards problems. So we could even call them the are-press-ive, because they are. But ignoring that for now. Today, what will be keep calm and carry on. If you're interested in being involved in any celebrations, I'm sure the Active Wellbeing Society will be arranging something, or certainly be doing sessions on Friday the 8th, and giving VE Day a mention in celebration of the important things that people like Captain Jack and all this stuff have been doing, all these people have done for us. Now it's our time to keep calm and carry on, to build personal resilience. And the tools I'm going to work around today, for the people who have been following this over the weeks, I've realised that I've been building a document, and this document is a PDF, and over the pages, hi Gemma, over the pages I've got a set of tools that I've been building for people, a anxiety coaching tool, how the brain functions, techniques such as mindfulness, grounding, havening. I've been building, we all had to go 1 week at writing a blues song, to overcome adversity and to survive. Last week we looked at cause and effect. Are you at cause or are you at effect? You have responsibility, and once you have realised that you have responsibility, you have the ability to choose how you respond. Once you have the right tools, you can do so much more than you thought before. A famous quote from Marcus Aurelius I used last week was, if you are distressed by everything external, The pain is not due to the thing itself, but your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. You have power to be response able to how you respond. So the theme today will be resilience. We will be doing a meditation, mindfulness session at the end, and I'm just getting my notes out to make sure I don't skip anything. So when you look at the sheets will fit what we're talking about. Okay. So we're going to call it mental toughness and grit. Let's see. So you're going to get this idea of how to develop mental toughness, how to develop grit, mental toughness and grit. All right. And let's make sure that I'm seeing comments as are happening. Please share this video. Yep, please share the video. The more you share it out, in fact, you can share it with friends, you can share it to other groups, you can even start a watch party, because when you start a watch party, all your contacts, all your connections, all your friends can start to watch and join in too. And the more we share, hey, was it last week, the week before, talked about the more we do, the more we focus on, the more we focus our brain, the more we focus on the things we want to achieve rather than the problems that we could perceive. So, oh, this side, smile. Here you go, can you see it? Smile. Take a nap. Have a rest. Right. Now, mental toughness sometimes gets called as grit. Now, grit is a determination to reach your goals, a passion, a perseverance. And that ability to do this, to resist, to manage, to overcome, to keep calm and carry on, is a wonderful spirit that was, I suppose, through the war years, and we have our own kind of war now. We're on lockdown of our own kind. The ways coronavirus is attacked and all the metaphors people are using around battles and being on target and hitting targets and uphill struggle and being in defence and having the right defences in place and developing strategies. All these metaphors of war are all reflecting back to those war years of keep calm and carry on. And there's a wonderful term in Finnish language, and the term is sisu, S-I-S-U. You can look it up; it's very interesting, and the concept is about strength and perseverance. And there's lots of talks about when they're being invaded by Russia, and in sisu, they gave them the perseverance to carry on. And each culture has a word for that kind of skill set, for that kind of personal ability. In Japanese, it's gambaru, and that literally means tenacity through rough times. Morning. We the British, yeah, that's us, I guess. The British are famous for the term keep a stiff upper lip. Yeah, it's a wonderful term, isn't it? Keep a stiff upper lip. And stiff upper lip is the same thing. It's really all about the concepts of personal resilience, of collective resilience, of keeping calm and carrying on, having the right skill set and the right ability at the right time. So that's what I'm going to work on, and I'm going to continue to work on today. I'm going to give a kind of top 10 tips. Top 10 tips are good. Recently we did the Joy Journal, 10 things that you're joyful about to start the day. If you need to go back, just watch the old video and refer to that, or the information will be in the PDF, to building a Joy Journal, so that you're bound by the enjoyment of the day, not bound by the worries, because it's your mind to choose. Okay, please keep sharing, please keep posting, start your watch parties, the more. All right. So here we go. If you ask any questions, please do. I'll do my best to answer them live. Otherwise, I'll go through all your comments afterwards, and I'll answer the comments at that time. And you'll see the post from me and any links that you may ask for. I mentioned earlier about VE Day. In South Birmingham, there's something called a VE Day party on your porch. Okay. There'll be, wherever you are in Birmingham or in the country, your local community will be running something. So just Google, so Facebook, whichever you're choosing, VE Day celebrations. So in South Birmingham, it's VE Day party on the porch, and the aim is that you will all join in, and we'll have a party on the porch and celebrate and remember. I'm going to be having a party in my Birmingham beach hut, celebrating and remembering. Just have a little sip of coffee. Right. So here goes. Are you ready? Have you got your pen? You got your paper? So, a top 10 tips to build resilience. 1. Visualize success. Now that sounds a bit corny, fake it till you make it kind of thing, visualize success. But once you get involved in things like hypnotherapy or mindfulness or cognitive behavioural therapy or any talking therapies, hey, even if you have contemplative prayer, visualization, meditation, whatever you do, the aim is to focus, relax, to ground yourself and visualize. And the wonderful thing about our mind is it visualizes and makes that visualization a real experience. If you didn't, movies would never work. If you didn't, advertising would never hook you. Because if you're watching a movie, whether it be a real film with real people or an animation like Toy Story or Shrek or anything really, within a few minutes, suddenly your brain takes it as real and you start to respond to the emotional roller coaster that this movie is playing. So when it's happy, you're happy. When it's sad, you're sad. When it's scary, you're scared. And your brain responds and you respond as if this movie on the screen is real. So I'm saying to you, visualize success. The first one of your 10 top tips, visualize success. Get yourself into a relaxed state, close your eyes, feel calm, and visualize the things you want to do. Visualize yourself enjoying time with friends and family, visualize yourself walking the dogs, visualize yourself on a beautiful beach. A kind of simple meditation. Visualize the things you're going to be doing once we're free from this current battle. Because once you start to visualize success, you create a desire to move towards something. Anxiety is a visualization too. That's always visualizing worries and problems and failures, and it's a real thing. But visualizing makes it even more real. Visualizing the experience. I know when I've worked with people with COPD, so they've got respiratory problems, and when you start to work with them to overcome their anxiety about exercise or about being more active or walking, they talk about getting out of breath. And when you ask them to explain it, they'll tell you in great detail how they visualise themselves walking upstairs and struggling, how they visualise themselves trying to walk to the shops and how far it is. Now, struggling is real, but visualisation just enhances it. I remember one guy, when I asked him what his biggest worry was, what made him most anxious, he said, well, it's going upstairs. And I said, what do you mean going upstairs? He says, well, where I live, my toilet's upstairs and I need to go and I keep leaving it and I get more and more anxious because I know when I try to go upstairs I'm going to get out of breath and that's my COPD. And so the more he thought about going upstairs, the more anxious he got, the longer he left it, the more desperate he became for the toilet, and then eventually he rushed upstairs, got out of breath and proved the point. So I asked him to close his eyes and imagine himself still at the bottom of the stairs. And the first thought was, oh, I'm not really sure. I said, that's okay. Remember, you're nice and calm, you're nice and safe, you're with us right now. So close your eyes and imagine yourself still at the bottom of your stairs. I said, okay. I said, right. Now, when you look up the stairs, can you see the top? He said, no, I can't. It goes off into the distance. That made me think of an old Alfred Hitchcock type film of scary things in the distance. So I said to him, is there a light at the top of your stairs on the landing? He said, yeah. I said, okay then. Well, switch the switch on so you can see the top and let me know when you can see the top. So with his eyes closed, he went, oh yeah, I can see the top now. I said, fantastic. Now, when you think about it, did you know that stairs have 13 steps? He said, no, I didn't. I said, okay, well, I want you now to look at the staircase and count until you realise that there are 13 steps. And he with his eyes closed, he moved his head up and down and until eventually said, yes, I can count another 13. I said, fantastic. Now, if you were to walk up those stairs now, stop them whenever you wanted to, whenever you felt you needed to, how often would you stop so that you can easily reach the top of those stairs? Every 2, every 3, every 4 steps. I said, yeah, every 3 or 4 steps I would stop. I said, okay. So imagine yourself walking up those stairs, stopping every 2 or 3 or 4 steps until you feel comfortable and until you eventually reach your top. And when you reach your top, just let me know. And so you're moving his head up and down. Eventually he said, after about a minute, yes, I'm at the top now. I said, great. Then she looked down the stairs now. How proud are you of how easily you were able to make your way up those stairs when you took your time? He said, oh, I feel fantastic. I said, great. Now I want you to imagine yourself walking up and down the stairs, stopping whenever you want to, whenever you need to. And when you know you can do that easily, you can come to the bottom of the stairs and open your eyes and smile. So after about a minute or so, he sat back, his shoulders relaxed, and he opened his eyes and smiled. He said, that was so easy when I took my time. I said, great. So now he was starting to visualize success. Because he visualized success, he didn't leave it and didn't leave it and didn't leave it. Because he didn't leave it, he could take his time. And then as he took his time, he could prove how much more easily he could go up those stairs. And so the more he went up the stairs with ease, the more he believed he could do these things, the more he was able to be more active. Visualize success and build success. So that's number one. Number two, build your self-esteem. So the tools I would suggest for this is your joy journal. Remember, if you look back to the notes or through the videos, the joy journal is choosing 10 things. And so when you wake in the morning, go through your list of 10 things. And 5 things you like about yourself, 3 things you're looking forward to doing, 5 things you like about your friends or your family. Work your way through the whole list and build that joy journal so that you start to boost your self-esteem, your trust and belief in yourself. Stop comparing yourself to other people, saying it's all right for you because. Oh yeah, it's all right for me because. And it'd be all right for you because. The more you practice trusting and believing in yourself, the more you build your self-esteem, the more calm you are, the more. The more you visualize success, the more you use your joy journal, the more you trust and believe in yourself, the more you calm you feel, the more you'll build your self-esteem. That's 2. Number 3, take control. Use a quick coach tool. The quick coach tool I gave you, which was quick coaching to overcome anxiety, so you can separate things that are within your control from things that are not within your control. Like you can control how much news you watch. You can't control what they say. You can control what activities you do during the day. You can't control what other people do. You can control what you eat, how much you exercise, how much you meditate. You can't control what other people are doing, what other people are thinking. And once you use that quick coaching tool, which is, I drew it like a gingerbread man, so you've got an outline of a person, and you put everything that's within your control inside the gingerbread man. And everything that's not within your control is outside of your control, outside of the gingerbread man. And once you separate those, you realise what you can take control of and what you can let go of. And the fantastic thing is, the more you let go, the lighter things feel, the less you carry around with you. I heard once, I think it was Tony Robbins said something like, he was working with a client, and they said, it's like I'm carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders. I'm struggling with the burden of it all. And he said, well, I want you to stand up, relax your shoulders, and just put it all down. You can see this person, the whole demeanour changed. It can be as effective as it is once you are in state, once you are visualising that success. But if you can separate what's within your control from what's not within your control, you can put all that stuff down. When you put all that stuff down, you feel lighter, more able, more active. Okay? Number 4 is become more optimistic. Become more optimistic because have confidence in your own abilities and develop a growth mindset. In the notes, I put something in there. I think it was Carol Dweck who came up with this idea of mindset and the new psychology for success. So mindset of do you have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset? So a fixed mindset is holding on to the past and not wanting to change and wanting to conform and wanting to fit in. And if things are difficult, saying, no, I won't do that, I'll stop. Whereas growth mindset is wanting to learn, to strive, to rise to the challenge, to be fascinated by what's going on. For me, for example, when I do watch the news, I listen to how the politicians and I listen to how the press are phrasing their questions. and being fascinated on what they're trying to point towards. For example, how difficult it is, how many people have you let down, how come it's struggling. All these questions are pointing towards problems, and they want a question answered in that way. Somebody once said to me, it's like presumptive selling. I presume that I'll be able to get the answer I want. I presume that like if I say what day next week best suits you, that means we're going to meet next week. So when you become more optimistic and develop a growth mindset, you start to realise what you've learned. For example, I've connected more with friends, people that I've found I thought I never had time to, but now I'm using, like right now, we're using Facebook Live. I'm using Zoom and WhatsApp and the phone, and I'm chatting to people more. I'm reading more books. I'm doing the things. I've painted a shed. We've made this now into our Birmingham beach hut, all because of taking the time and being more optimistic about what we can achieve rather than what we can't. And that being more optimistic allows you to focus on, if you like, glass half full, glass half empty, whatever it might be. But having that growth mindset, what can I learn from this experience? What can I do different? How much more enjoyment can I achieve? Our gardens never look so fantastic. On Thursday, when we do Tai Chi in the garden, hopefully you'll comment on the birds and how nice and tidy the grass looks and how clean and colourful the bushes are, because I've had time and found time, and I'm enjoying the time at being at home with my wife, at being at home in my Birmingham beach hut, at growing and loving and building, planting wonderful flowers, seeing the colours come alive. Number 5, managing stress and anxiety. Okay, that might seem obvious, managing stress and anxiety, but you just need the tools. And the quote I gave you, it's not the thing that is stressful, it's your response to that thing. But you have the right tools. Tools like self-help cards. I suggested that you use some standard sort of file cards. You can get them from any kind of stationers. These I had printed because I use them on a training course. But these kind of file cards, see, when you're stressed and when you're anxious, it's very hard to think of approaches that would help you because you're caught in that worry mindset. So if you write yourself a series of cards, methods to relax, grounding, meditation, mindfulness, listening to your favourite music, reading your joy journal, watching YouTube, or listening to the nature journeys that the mental health trusts are running, so you can sit and close your eyes and be taken on a journey through a wonderful landscape. Build these cards, so methods of relaxing card, people to talk to when you want help, need help, the Active Wellbeing Society, Mental Health Trust, Samaritans, a friend, people to talk to when you need help. Another card are people to talk to when you just want to talk about rubbish, anything at all. Silly things like which is the best gin, which is the best tonic to have with it, how to patch your grass, all kinds of stuff. How you're getting on with your own home haircut. I'll give myself a little bit of a trim. Just people to talk to about rubbish. So when you've got yourself a few cards, joy journal, methods of relaxing, friends to talk to about when you need help, people to talk to when you just want to talk rubbish, whatever you want to do, in those moments when you're feeling stressed and feeling anxious and your brain can't clear itself and come up with solutions, you get the tools out, you get the cards, and you do the exercises. Use your self-help card, practice your grounding, do your relaxation, do your meditation. Okay, 5 that is. So number 6, improve your decision making. Stand back, don't rush. In mindfulness we call it a state of non-judgment, the ability to ground yourself, to be calm, to sit back and relax. Stand back, don't rush to judgment, get the information. Now, get the information from the right places. For example, if it's all around Corona, then get your information from the NHS websites, from the government websites, not from social media and not from the press, because remember, the press are oppressive. That's their job, to create fear. Because you watch, it's like car crash telly. So improve your decision making, ground yourself, go from a state of non-judgment, look at the evidence, feel calm, make the decision. Do you order your shopping online? Do you shop for a friend? Do you exercise in the morning? Do you exercise in the evening? make those decisions from a clear, calm state of mind. Number 7, ask for help. That you don't have to be alone. Reach out to others. Tools can help you. We've got a whole team of people that are delivering food, that are giving support. You can come online. There's an exercise class every day, from drum and bass to chair to tai chi to zumba to swing to Pilates. We've got a whole team of great people offering all kinds of activities. Like right now, I'm talking. I'm lifting my toes up and down, so I'm kind of exercising, we'll call it that. And I've lifted my cup of coffee, I'm just going to have another sip. Okay. So here's some exercise, it's a bit of an arm lift. So ask for help. Don't be alone, because you're not alone. Reach out, get the support you want, because when you get the support you want, whether that's talking to friends, talking to family, it'll break you out of that state that it's easy to get into. Next one, number 8, will be deal with conflict. Now, deal with conflict. Conflict is your ability to handle it constructively. It's an important part of resilience. Now, dealing with conflict doesn't have to be wars and battles outside. Conflict can be within yourself. Conflict can be how you're overthinking and worrying. Conflict can be how you are wishing you did this and you're wishing you did that. Conflict can be anything when you're not at peace and dealing with and managing. So a few weeks ago, I did a meditation on may be happy, may be safe, may be well. And some of that was to be about giving love to yourself, to the people you care for, and also people you may have been in conflict with and have arguments with in the past. Because if you can release that conflict, things get better, you feel lighter. My wife saw one of these quotes once, where it's somebody has a hand holding a hot coal, and it said, holding on to anger is like holding on to a hot coal. In your effort to find someone to throw it at, you just burn your own hand. And that kind of conflict just destroys you. So be calm, be peaceful, may be happy, may be well, may be safe. Number 9. Number 9 is a cool thing. Number 9 is learn. It sounds obvious, learn. One of the misunderstandings about mindfulness is that people just see it as relaxation. But actually, relaxation is a byproduct of being mindfulness. When you are mindful, you pay attention to, and that's how you learn. So when you pay attention to your feet on the ground, your body in the chair, the weight of your arms, you are mindful. But also when you pay attention to your breathing, your heart rate, your relaxation, when you pay attention to learning new approaches and new methods, that mindfulness teaches you. You relax and you start to train this learning muscle, this wonderful learning muscle called brain. So as you relax, you ground yourself and you practice your mindfulness. You meditate, you grow stronger, you grow calmer. Now I know when I started painting this beach hut, it was a dark green colour like many summer houses are, and then I started painting it with bright blue, and it wasn't covering. And then I started thinking, oh, I hate painting. I wish somebody else could paint this for me. It's going to be taking me so long. I'm not looking forward to it. So I stopped and realising I was visualising struggling. So I relaxed. I grounded myself, and I took my time. I was mindfully painting. I was cutting in all the edges. I was going through all the joints. I primed and undercoated, and I just took my time. I was mindful as I painted. The next thing you know, I painted all of the shed, and it looks a wonderful blue. And I was so pleased and so relaxed, and I'd learned that if I take my time, I can achieve anything. So I kept calm and I carried on. That's an excellent, wonderful thing to do. And number 10, be yourself. Be yourself. Maybe you've heard the old phrase, be yourself, everyone else is taken. But I'm saying, be yourself, be aware of your strengths and your weaknesses, and continue to develop using all the tools that are provided. Your coaching, there's coaching tools that are provided, your joy journal, the havening technique to release the worries, the relaxation techniques, the self-help cards. Be yourself, develop yourself, become calm, become strong, be true to the core of who you are. Because if you try to be somebody else, like some people meditate and they love and they say they're this, they're Buddhist and all kinds of things, and that's them, and it may be you and it may not be. But when you're true to yourself, your core identity and your core values, that you care for yourself and you care for others, be true to yourself, helps you relax, helps you feel more wonderful, and builds your mental toughness and builds your grit. So as we do this, as you work on building this mental toughness and building this grit and building this relaxation and building this confidence and building these 10 tools, I want to work on a nice set of relaxation, of acceptance, of letting go, of moving on, a set of tools. So to make sure you're nice and comfortable, you're happy and relaxed, your feet flat on the ground, you're comfortable in your shed, in your Birmingham beach hut, wherever you may be right now, that you're calm and comfortable. And I want you to allow yourself to breathe. Sit fairly upright, shoulders relaxed. And as you do this, feel comfortable. I want to maintain this for a few minutes. Notice the feel of your feet on the ground. You can allow your eyes to open or your eyes to close. I don't mind, it's entirely up to you. You can gaze into the distance, like right now. I've got the doors open on my Birmingham beach hut and I'm listening to the birds. And I'm watching them fly around, listening to the waterfall, feeling my feet on the ground, noticing the peace. So take a few moments to notice how you're sitting, your position, the weight of your legs, the weight of your arms, the release or even the tension in your shoulders. Allow your breath to release and relax your body. And then shift your attention from inside to outside. Aware of the sounds around you. I can hear the birds singing and my dogs walking around the garden. I can hear the waterfall running. So I want you to be aware of the sounds around you. And the sounds you can hear here with me. Maybe you're even aware of the air on your skin or of how warm or cool you feel. Aware of the space that you occupy, the space that you're in. I can hear traffic in the distance, and I'm aware of how peaceful yet vibrant the world is. Maybe you notice that your mind has wandered, which can happen. So just bring you back to the sounds around you and the sounds of my voice. It's important to recognise that noticing your mind, noticing your mind has wandered, is a sign of being mindful, because you noticed. Because of this, you're aware. Because it is all about awareness. Continue with noticing your body as a whole. What feelings and sensations you're aware of. I'd like to invite you to consider the idea that as a part of your mind, that as part of your mind that is aware of everything that you see, hear, feel, smell, taste, touch. This observing self is always looking after you. This observing self is always aware. And sometimes it's helpful to imagine in your life is like on a big movie screen or on the TV. like a play on the stage. And you can sit back and observe. You can visualize this wonderful movie. Now just think for a while about why you are here. What brought you here today? Maybe it's something important to you. Perhaps you're not consciously aware of it yet. Maybe it's your own development. Learning new skills. Perhaps your mental and physical well-being. Spend a few moments letting your observing self look for and clarify what brought you here for this session today. Now just spend a few moments reflecting on how you actually made it here. What committed action that you took, what commitment that you made, commitment to time, commitment to space, commitment to stay and listen and be active and interact, and just be aware. Perhaps you have arranged things, others to help, or you take this time for yourself, investing in yourself. Perhaps the things I've discussed have brought up some comfort or discomfort, some upset or some awareness or some awakening. And yet you're here, you're listening, and you're actively taking part. Because even now, sitting here, you are taking action. Taking part in an exercise that may seem a little different than usual. Noting maybe that you could be doing other things, easier things, sometimes even more things. Yes, here you are, taking action, moving towards a richer, more full, more meaningful and calm self. Once again, bring your attention back to your breathing. Notice a gentle flow of your breath, naturally in and out. You don't have to do anything, just breathe. Let your breath breathe itself. Observe it as if it was for the first time you've ever noticed. As if breathing is a new thing. Allow yourself to be fascinated. And if your mind wanders, just gently bring it back. As you allow yourself a little time to appreciate this experience. You may find it difficult to concentrate, but your mind can be thought of as a nattering sort of master storyteller who persists in telling you everything, every minor aspect of your thought, tries to grab your attention and distract yourself from your current awareness. So smile and allow yourself to be aware of this. And you can choose to listen to this storyteller or just consider them as background sounds like the TV in the room or the traffic passing. And right now around me I can hear various vehicles. I'm just aware that they are there as I bring my own attention back to my own breathing. So as you bring your attention back to your breathing, noticing the natural rise and fall of your abdomen and your chest. Just let this storyteller chatter away, let these sounds move around, let the world be its own place. As you allow it to be happy to chatter away like a TV in the background, you're not trying to turn it off, you're not ignoring, but you're not giving it too much attention. It just comes and goes, distracts now and again. The key thing is to notice, smile and bring yourself back to your breathing. Noticing your breath. Sometimes it is comfortable, sometimes it's not. But you can allow yourself to naturally feel, just be. Don't try to control it. Just allow yourself to breathe. Allow yourself to be aware. And just accept. And gradually as you continue to relax, you may find those thoughts and those feelings drifting away like leaps on a stream, or clouds in the sky, or birds passing. You should allow a little time to appreciate this experience. And in a moment, I'm going to begin to count from 5 to 1, and as I do, you can begin to become more aware of where you are, the space around you, the sounds around you, how more relaxed and comfortable you're feeling. 5 and 4 and 3, becoming more alert, and 2, as you get ready, to 1, to open your eyes, relaxed and ready to enjoy the day and the coming days ahead of you. To keep calm, to carry on, to be peaceful, to be in control. So I hope you enjoy and you feel relaxed and ready. The walls and the sounds and noise around you, aware, and maybe even, how about this as a project? Let's start to build a project. I'll build the Birmingham beach hut. Mine is built, and as I said, it's a lovely aqua blue, I think it's called lagoon blue on the tin outside, and a kind of weathered white inside, but it's my Birmingham beach hut, and I'll be celebrating VE Day from here on the party on the porch next Friday. But apart from that, each day I've decided to take time to sit and read in the peace of my beach hut. My own quiet place, my own quiet time for myself. To read, to relax, to reflect. Sometimes I listen to music, sometimes I just listen to the sound of the world moving around, the birds. We get visited every day, 2-3 times a day, by a duck and a drake, and they come and they get fed, and they come right up, and I almost start tapping the watch because we haven't got the dinner ready for them. But that's fascinating. The woodpecker, nuthatch, the sparrows, the chiffchaffs, there's so many beautiful birds around. It's fascinating to sit and quietly listen to nature. So have a lovely day, and I look forward to maybe seeing some of you on Thursday for Tai Chi. Joining all the sessions that the Active Wellbeing Society are running, just go onto the Facebook page. Be fit, be safe, be calm, be comfortable, and carry on. Bye for now.